19 members of the Financial Services Forum. They're the CEOs of the nation's largest and most diversified financial services companies. Think of them as bank CEOs, of course.
Sure.
About a dozen, maybe a little more than a dozen will be there. We know the names of a few. Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan, Lloyd Blankfein from Goldman Sachs will be there, Brian Moynihan from Bank of America, and Michael Corbett from Citigroup. So clearly 4 of the nation's largest banks. We don't know which ones aren't going to be there. We're going to have to wait and see who rolls up in a black Suburban, right, gets out and walks into the White House. But you have to love the timing of this meeting, Betty. It is a regularly scheduled quarterly meeting that the Financial Services Forum has with the White House. But it comes a day before JP Morgan and Wells Fargo are due to report some of the highest earnings ever. The 6 largest banks in the country, as you and I were discussing yesterday, are expected to report earnings of some $20 billion for the first quarter alone. So you have to figure, we don't know what the agenda for this meeting is, but you have to figure that the White House officials and the president, who will participate in even part of this meeting, will be wondering how the banks are putting those earnings to use, supporting the economy. And one other point to add about the Financial Services Forum, this is an organization dedicated to protecting, let's say, too big to fail. If you go to the website of the Financial Services Forum and see what they're all about challenging the notion of too big to fail, too complex to fail, too big to jail, whatever you like, Betty. But that's really what they're all about. They're the 19 largest financial services firms in the country.
So is Obama now still their enemy, the enemy of Wall Street, or is he now becoming more of a friend?
Call him a frenemy, if you like. Because we know that Barack Obama is no longer making references to fat cat bankers on Wall Street. That was something from the first term. He is looking to rebuild his relationship with Wall Street. Clearly, the banks play an extraordinarily important role in the economy, and the president wants to do everything he can. What we do know about the banks is that they aren't taking as much of their deposits as perhaps the White House and other government officials would like, and lending them out to American businesses and American people. And that's an issue for the administration.